Okay, yes, guys. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
ma'am, it's saying this meeting is being live streamed YouTube.
Yes, yes. This is live streaming on YouTube so that you guys can watch it later. Okay, if anybody misses the class, they can just go to YouTube and watch. Okay.
Okay,
So, yes. So yesterday we started with the topic of
Why is it,
compound interest.
ma'am? Why is it being live stream?
So that if any one of you wants to rewatch it or miss the class, you can see it again on YouTube. Okay.
So, ma'am, is it like going to be a private one or like a?
This is a public one.
No, I don't like to see that. So anybody can see this.
Yes. All right. Anyways, let's begin. Yes. So yesterday we did one question on calculating the compound interest. How? Annually. Okay. When it was compounded annually. Today we will see when interest is compounded half yearly and quarterly. Half yearly. Okay. On this, we are going to try one question. Okay, it goes like this. Your principal is how much? 8,000. Your rate is 10%. Okay, per annum, PA, and your time is 1 year. Okay, N is 1 year. This is compounded half yearly. Okay, find compound interest. Okay, so what is the formula? Can anybody tell me the formula for it?
Ma'am,
ma'am.
amount equals to principal multiplied into 1 plus rate by 100 divided by, raised to the power 2.
Yes. So amount equals to principal in the bracket 1 plus rate by 2, rate by 2, divide the whole by 100. Then outside the bracket is 2n. Okay. Then we have, let's put the values. 8,000 is my P. So 8,000 on the outside, inside 1 plus. What's my R? 10. So 10 by 2, 500. And what's my N? 1. So 2 into 1. Okay, which becomes 8,000. 1 plus 5, 500 wholes raised to the power 2. Okay, then take the LCM and add it. Take the LCM.
Ma'am, 20.
21 upon 20.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, 21 upon 20 raised to the power 2. Okay, now expand it. 8,000 multiplied 21 into 21 divided by 20 into 20. Okay, now we can cancel 0 and 0. It's 0 and 0. 2 ones are 40. Okay, and 2 ones are and 2 and 0, 20. Okay, so it becomes your 20 into 21 into 21. Okay, which comes to 8,820. Okay, so this is my amount. All right, now
Ma'am, you're going too fast.
I'm going too fast. Okay,
Yes.
I'll go slow. Okay, no problem. Yes, so we have the amount. Okay, so I'm writing it here. Amount is 8,820.
Ma'am, the compound interest is 820 rupees.
Yes, so then my principal is 8,000. So compound interest,
Is 820, ma'am.
yes, amount minus principal, which is 8,820 minus 8,000. Okay, so what will I get? 820. Okay, so 820 is my CI. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay.
done. Finish copying, ma'am.
Okay. Abraham, is it clear?
No, ma'am.
Okay. After down.
No, ma'am. I'm not able to copy, ma'am. You're going too fast.
Okay, take your time, copy it. Okay, I'm waiting. It's okay. I hope the concept is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay. Yes. So Abraham, we just use the yesterday I taught you all the formulas, okay, that we use while finding compound interest for when it's compounded annually, then when it's compounded half yearly, and when it's compounded quarterly. Okay, I taught all the formulas, so just use that. Okay, R by 2 because it is compounded half yearly, and in a year there are two half parts of it. So divide the rate by 2 and 2 1 on the outside. Okay, and then we just put the values and solve it. Okay, to get first the amount, then CI is amount minus principal. So we reduced 8,000 principal from 820, and we got 820 as our compound interest. Okay, that's what we did. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Have you copied now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm removing this. So one question I'm giving you guys to try out. Okay. Find the compound interest and the amount where principal is rupees 1,000 at the rate of 5% per annum, 5% per annum for 2 years when interest is compounded annually. Okay, interest is compounded annually. So which formula you have to use? The basic formula for CI, okay, that we use for annual. First, find out the amount, then subtract your principal from the amount to find the compound interest, okay? Try this out.
Ma'am, the amount is 1102.5 and the compound interest
Yes,
102.5.
compound interest is 102.5. Very good. Hope Anaya and Abraham are also able to do it.
Ma'am, the answer is 1102.50.
Okay, good Anaya. And what's the compound interest?
102 rupees.
102 rupees.
Ma'am, when it
Very good.
means compounded annually, does it mean every 1 year, right?
Compounded annually.
Sorry, ma'am,
Yes.
it's 102.5 rupees.
Ma'am, but why are
Yes,
you putting
Anaya.
the 2 on top?
Why I'm putting the 2 on top? Because it is compounded every year for how much time? For 2 years. Okay. Means for 2 years, until 2 years, my interest will be compounded every year. Okay. If it is 4 years, then for 4 years, my interest will be compounded every year for how much period? For a period of how much time? 4 years. Okay, like that. All right. Then 1000, 105 by 100, 2. This gets cancelled and you can write only 1 by 20. 1000 into 21 into 21 by 20 into 20. Cancel. Okay, this is my amount. Now, compound interest equals to A minus B, amount minus principal. What's the amount? Minus principal. So, what will be my CI? And 0.5. Okay. I hope it's clear, Abraham. Hope it's clear to you.
No, ma'am, not yet.
Not clear. Okay. I'll explain again. The question tells us that find the CI and amount, means your compound interest and your this amount, where P is 1000, my principal is 1000, at the rate of 5% per annum. Okay, for 2 years. Means that my total time period for which the interest will be compounded is how much? 2 years. Okay, and at what rate? At the rate of 5%. Okay, for every year, 5%. Then compounded annually, means compounding will take place at the end of every year. Okay, for every year, compounding will take place. Okay, now my formula I've used to compound annually, that is P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n. Okay, so I've put the value in this step. Then I've taken the LCM. Okay, 1 comes here, 1 and 100. I've taken the LCM 100, then 100. This becomes 1 into 100 and 5 into 1. Okay, 1 into 100 and 5 into 1. So,
Ma'am, I
you
didn't
understood?
understand. I'm not understanding this part. Like, how did this happen?
Okay. How did this happen? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
And
I had
how did this come here? I'm not understanding these two. Other than that, I understood everything.
okay. So just like yesterday I explained that when you have fractions, when you're adding in fractions, what you do? You take LCM. Okay, take LCM of the denominators. Okay, one doesn't have a denominator, so we assume that below one there is one is the denominator. Okay, we assume that. So 1 and 100, we take when we are having 1 as one denominator and any other number as another denominator, we take that other number as the LCM. Okay, I'm doing it here. 1 plus 5 by 100. Okay, so I'm taking 1 is the LCM. It becomes 100. Over here, the bigger number we will do. Okay, so now what happens? I will see that how many times the LCM number comes in the table of these denominator. So in the table of 100 comes how many times? 100 times. In the table of 100 comes 1 time. So 1 into 100, 100 plus 5 into 1, 5. So I got 105 by 100. Now see, 105 and 100. Look at the last digits. It's 5 and what? 0. Okay, so that is the divisibility rule for 5. It says that any number ending with 5 or 0 is divisible with 5. Okay, so what I did in this step, I cancelled 105 and 100 with 5. Okay, like this. 5 2s are 10, so 2. 5 1s are 5, so 1. Here, 5 2s are 10, so 2. And as it is 0. So that's how I got 21 by 20. Okay, that's how I got 21 by 20. Then
Ma'am,
it had raised to the power 2. Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, can you just explain this calculation again?
Again. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not understanding like how you got 21 and 20.
Okay. Okay, look again. So 105 by 100 I had. Okay. Now, in the first chapter, I told you all to study the divisibility rules, right? So, divisibility rule for 5. What does it say? That when a number ends with 0 or 5, any number which is ending with 0 or 5, it means that it will come in the table of 5. Okay. It will come in the table of 5. Alright. That is, it's divisible with 5. So 105 is also ending with 5. And 100 is also ending with 0. Both are divisible with 5. So in the table of 5, how many times 105 comes and 100 comes? Okay,
So, ma'am, okay,
that
now
we
understand.
will do.
This is 21 and this will be 20.
20. Yes, okay. So that is why this will be 21 and this will be 20. Okay, this will be 20. All right. So then the rest you got. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I'm clearing the screen off. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I've done.
Okay. Yes. Now, who's doing that? Please grab it. Yes. Now let's check another question. Now we will try out. We've seen how to do on if we are given quarterly basis. We've seen how we do on annual basis. When it's compounded annually, we've seen when it's compounded half yearly. Now, let's see when it's compounded. This thing quarterly. Okay.
I'm listening to you.
Compounded quarterly. Okay. When it is compounded quarterly. So let's take a look at the question. So who will tell me what's a quarter?
Ma'am, quarter means ma'am, 4. Ma'am,
Yes.
1 by 4 years.
Yes. When a year is divided into 3 months, okay, 3 months, comma 3 months, 3 months, comma 3 months, and 3 months. Okay, this is known as this period of 3 months is known as quarter. Okay, so year is divided into how many quarters? 4 quarters. Okay, this is 1 year, 1, year is divided into 4 quarters. 1 quarter is of how much? How many months? 3 months. Okay. So now what's happening when interest is being compounded quarterly? Means after a period of 3 months, every 3 months, your compounding will take place. Okay. 3 months, your compounding will happen. Then after the next 3 months, again it will be compounded like that. Okay. So that we are going to try out. Okay. Now this is your question. If rupees 1,200 is invested at a compound interest
Just write CI.
oh yeah, at a compound interest rate 8% per annum per annum compounded quarterly for 12 months. Find the CI. Okay. 12 months means 1 year. Okay, so instead of 12 months, you can take 1 year. All right. So let's look at the formula. It will go like this. Amount equals to principal 1 plus. Now, because in a year there are 4 quarters, so we will divide the rate with 4. Okay, so R by 4 by 100 raised to the power 4 n. Okay, now P is how much? 1200. 1 plus. What's my rate? 8. Okay, divided with 4. So 8 by 4 divided with 100 raised to the power 4 into what's my n? 1 year. Okay, 12 months means 1 year. So 4 into 1. Now 4 ones are 4 twos are 8. 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are.
Ma'am, can you go a little slow, ma'am? You're going too fast.
Okay, I'll go slower. So 1,200. Then in the bracket, you have 1 plus 2 by 100. Okay, because we've divided the rate with 4, so it becomes 2. Then 4 into n, that is 4 into 1, so 4 ones are 4. So 4. Okay, 4. Then take your LCM 1200 inside the bracket. Yes, Edric. Plus 2. So 1200 102 100 5. Now 102 And 100 also we can cancel with what? With 50. Okay, so cancel with not 50, with 2. Okay, because with 5 both are not divisible. So with 2 we can cancel. 2 5s are 10, 2 1s are 10, 2 5s are 10, 0 as it is. So I will get 1200 multiplied by 51 by 50 and raised to the power 4. Okay. Now you can write it separately. So I can write it like this. 1 second. 1200 51 into 51 into 51 into 51 by 4 times, because it's saying raised to the power 4. Okay, that is why. By 50 into 50 into 50 into 50. Cancel the zeros. Solve it and tell me what are we getting. Come on.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, when you're explaining it at the first time, ma'am, you're going too fast, so I'm not able to understand, ma'am.
I'll go slower, okay? When I'm explaining
Could
for
you
the first time.
could
Yes,
you explain me this part?
this part. Okay. So what we had 1 plus 8 by 4, because 8 by 4 by 100. So 4 and 8. Okay, so in the table of 8, 4 is also coming. Sorry, in the table of 4, 8 is coming. So 4 ones are 4, 2s are 8. Okay, so 1 doesn't has a value, then it's in the denominator. So it became 1 plus 2 by 100. Okay, was it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So on solving, we are getting 1128.91. Okay, now quickly find out the CI and let me know what you guys are getting.
Ma'am,
Yes, Nitri.
ma'am, the amount is less than the principal, ma'am.
Amount is less than the principal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So just do till the amount right now. Okay. I'll look back at the question again and I'll let you know. All right. Maybe must be some mistake with the figures of the question. Okay, I'll check it and I'll let you know, all right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So for today's homework, yes, yes,
Can you just repeat what you said, ma'am?
I said that in this question, your amount is more than the principal. Okay, so I'll check this out today. Might be some mistake with the figures of this question. Then I'll update it to you tomorrow in the next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Homework is exercise 9.2. Okay, finish up 9.1 and 9.2. 9.1 doubts I'll take tomorrow. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So that was all for today. See you guys. See you, Edric, tomorrow. Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay. Bye. 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 Okay. Anaya and Abraham. 5 minutes break is there, and then I'll be sharing you the science test paper. Okay. Science chapter 2 test paper. I'll be sharing on the group. Okay. So check the group, and I'll be closing this. Okay. Science test will follow in 5